Hello, everyone. Welcome back to North Node Rising. And today we are going to talk about something a little different. The last video I talked about North Nodes. I'm going to talk about the South Node and how it affects our North Node. Okay. What is our South Node? Our South Node is going to be in opposition to our North Node, and it is dealing with our past life. So it's dealing with our past life, it's dealing with familiarity. Sometimes our strengths or our gifts can come from that of our South Node. Is also what I call our default setting. Okay, it's what we're going to go back to when we don't know what to do. It's something that we have, I don't want to say achieved, but its South Node is very familiar with us. It is our past life. It is our default setting, and it's something that we're very, very familiar with. And if we do need to be careful as it pertains to our North Node, because what we don't want to do is to be in a loop, counting on old habits and things, especially if our trajectory for our North Node tells us something opposite that we need to be focused on. So let's go over the combinations. If you are an Aries North Node, your South Node is Libra, and that would be vice versa. So if you're Aries North Node, your South Node would be Libra. If you are a Libra North Node, your South Node would be Aries. So if you North Node, your South Node would be Scorpio. If you're a Gemini North Node, your South Node is Sagittarius. If you are a Cancer North Node, your South Node is Capricorn. If you are Leo North Node, your South Node is Aquarius. And that takes us back to, let's see, Virgo. If you are a Virgo North Node, your South Node is Pisces. And again, all of those are vice versa. When you're dealing with your South Node, we don't want to discard everything that we have learned. Even though most of the time we don't have memory of who we were, and you may even find that with your North Node, you may be repelled by people of that same of that South Node sign. Because I am a Pisces North Node, my South Node is Virgo. So I tend to have a very interesting relationship with Virgos. You may even find whatever your North Node is, the South Node sign, you may find that you get into skirmishes with that Sun sign person. For instance, if you are a Aries North Node, you may find, or you might say, I don't necessarily like Libras. And that's okay. What you're running from is the fact that you've already mastered, or you've already gone through that cycle of that particular sign, and you wind up butting heads. And even if you're not trying to, that particular sun sign that is your South Node, you may find that you're always crossing paths with these signs. Sometimes that is Spirit's way of trying to get you to say, do not forget that gift that you had there. For instance, in my situation, every time I have an overload of Virgos in my life, And sometimes I can feel quite annoyed. Spirit from Source guides spirit to place different things strategically in my way so that I can know to continue with that strength. And for instance, with Virgo, now that I have certain freedoms in my Piscean chart, I'm still a sun sign Gemini. And Geminis can be procrastinators. So what was my south node? It was Virgo. But what was the gift of a Virgo? The gifts of Virgo is that they're great organizers. They are, they have a tendency to clean a thing up. They have a tendency to see the bigger picture. They have a tendency to see the trajectory. Okay? Instead of just kind of flying by the seat of my pants, Spirit is calling me to have more structure with the things so that I can reach the goal that I need to. So when you find yourself around the South Node signs, whatever your South Node is, and this person is that sun sign, consider that if you're agitated, okay? Consider that even if you're not agitated, but if you notice, I'm attracted to if you are a Sagittarius, Sagittarius North Node. You're like, I am very attracted to everything in this sun sign Gemini. They have something to offer. They are very great multitaskers. They are really good communicators. They are very loving. So Spirit could be trying to pull you back to that, to your gifts from that sun sign or from that particular sign that you were as a South Node. So you want to try to blend your South and your North, understanding that our trajectory is always our North Node in this life cycle, yes. And no, we're not supposed to hang around with, those comforts only of what we were familiar with, but we are to take from the past the good. It's just like something's coming to mind of knowing your roots. Don't forget where you come from. That's coming to mind. And so what is that meaning? That means that you build upon the past. That's what we're called to do. Build upon the past. This is what's making us in each life cycle be better beings. Okay? And, we forge full steam ahead. Also, your South Node is about karmic cycles. Your North Node is going to be about dharmic cycles. When I'm thinking of North Nodes and South Nodes in particular for this video, and how I tend to navigate so that I won't remain in certain loops. I'm going to give you an example. If my South Node was Aries and my sun sign, is Leo. South Node Aries, sun sign Leo. But that means my North Node is Libra. Because that sun sign is a fire sign in Leo, they are the leader. They can have ego. An unevolved Leo can even have some narcissistic traits. A lot of sun signs do. What I'm going to have to watch as far as what is familiar with me to keep me out of certain cosmic loops. Because why? As a Libra, I am supposed to be more level headed. I am the judge. But as an Aries South Node, I was a hothead, okay? Maybe I just would leap and ask questions later. You have to watch that, because that's somewhere where you were comfortable with, okay? So as a Leo sun sign with a Libra North Node, you have to watch those karmic loops. Yes, you want to build upon the strengths. Yeah, you're a sun sign, you're a leader. As an Libra North Node, you're called to be a leader, as in a judge, as in you're judging situations, as in you are being the light. But you have to watch that jumping to conclusions. You have to watch, you know, kicking butt, asking questions later. You have to have a more level head. So these are the ways that I use the sun sign and the north node and the south node, so that I can stay out of these karmic loops in order to get to what I'm supposed to be doing here with my north node. So yes, so your south node is showing you your spiritual zones, your cosmic comforts, and your past life strengths. It can also show you your weaknesses on that other spectrum that you need to get away from, because you need to cross the bridge to get to a more evolved you. Okay? So remember, we're never to forget our south node. We're to bridge that gap and to build upon the past. Yes, we are to understand that there could be karmic loops in that south node. We understand that our gifts can lie in our south node as well. And it's there for us to build upon. Learn whatever lessons, even though we don't have that memory, but we have our charts. So we can look at that and start, going over things and say, yeah, I feel comfortable in that area. I didn't realize that was because of that. And then build up on it and let that give you the strength to move on with your north node. So I will leave you with that, and I will see you next time. And stay tuned for the spotlight for Virgo. I'm going to get that out in a couple of days. Bye-bye.